Aloha, everybody, and welcome to part 5 of Fear Effect. We just finished getting this train rolling, and now we're going to take off.
Just what I've always wanted, eh? A train filled with weapons. Brilliant.
Any sign of Glass?
Not yet. But he's a big boy, eh? I'll take care of this lot, yeah? You get this train rolling.
Okay, so now we have a shootout with two of the guards on top of the train. It is possible to fall off the train if you go too far to the left or too far to the right. So basically just stand your ground, try and dodge roll forward and backward, but not to the sides if you have to, and just unload the bullets.
Anna! The bridge is out! The bridge!
Oh, shit.
Run, 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 run. If you don't run, you're gonna die, so run.
Are you alright, Pete?
My bleeding train. It's probably worth more than this wee bird we're after, eh? And it's all in the drink.
It might still be useful, Deke. Watch him, hon. I'm gonna have a look.
Alright, so now we've regained control of Glass, and we're getting close to the end of this thing. Glass has been pretty good for Disc 2, mostly because he has very limited action scenes, so he should have plenty of pistol ammo and an assault rifle, which we never picked up, but I guess he picked up an assault rifle off-screen somewhere, unless he came to the fishing village with an assault rifle. I don't know, but again, there's a save point when the wreckage begins, and for this part, the soldiers can't really shoot downwards very well, so I like to pick them off from down here. I'm not sure you can fall into the water. I mean, you can fall off the girders and fall off the train as Deke, but during this playthrough, I never really tested out to see if you could fall off the train wreckage and drown. I assume Glass can swim, I think. Maybe. But what do I know? The early Grand Theft Auto games didn't have swimmable protagonists. Tommy Vercetti was one hell of a gangster, but he just could not swim. At the very last screen, we got a whole bunch of guards pouring in, and it's very similar to an incident in Disc 1 when Glass went through the door that exploded. So they're going to keep coming. Just make sure that you have lots of ammo. If you run out, try and dodge roll over to ammo and pick it up and dodge roll backwards. But there aren't too many guards, so you should be fine. One of them drops a truck key, and once you go into the truck, that is going to be it for disc number 2. So I got myself a truck key. Let's get the hell out of here.
I do not know how to drive. Take me to Shanxi, Mr. Glass, and once I've seen Madame Chen, I am yours. You can return me to my father and collect your precious money.
What happened here? Who are you?
I'm hoping Madame Chen can help me answer those very questions. Shall we get your friends?
So once again, we're moving on to Disc 3. Fear Effect is made up of 4 discs, so we're about halfway through the game now.
This is it? Madame Chen's?
Yeah, I was hoping I'd never see this place again.
Okay, I'll go inside with Wee Ming. Anna, stay here with Deke and cover our backs.
I'm coming with you.
Not yet. Just in case Madame Chen recognizes you. And that is a possibility, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you, we have a deal, right?
I would rather be returned to my father in one piece. So once I have seen Madame Chen, I will do as we agreed. You will get your money, Mr. Glass.
Good girl. Let's go.
Hey, what happened back at that village, eh, Hannah? Well, you think there's an answer inside that building?
Inside those walls, there's only pain and despair.
There, that's her.
Yes, child.
I am here to see you, Madame Chen. I am Wee Ming.
You have been expected, child.
And Mr. Glass, I expected you to be dead by now. Oh, damn it.
Oh boy. So we're in a bit of a prisoner situation here, guys. The villains have taken all of Glass's guns away. We don't have anything to defend ourselves with, not even a melee weapon. But there is cooking oil somewhere in here, and we can break a vase to try and get the attention of the guard who is, guarding our cell. If you're at all familiar with Metal Gear Solid or something, you might have an idea of what to do with the cooking oil. But in order to get this whole thing started, smash the vase. Guard looks. And now you have to dump the cooking oil in the middle, the middle-ish area. And then the guy comes and sees, and he starts unloading bullets into you. And again, you don't really have anything to defend yourself with, so all I can really recommend is going to the top left corner and dodge rolling a whole bunch. Then that sort of aggroes him to follow you into that corner, and that's when he'll slip on the cooking oil, drop the snack jack, or the smack jack, I don't know what you call it, and you'll also get a pistol. So now we have something to defend ourselves with, thank God. Again, stealth kills get you health, you don't waste bullets. There's a lot of gunmen in here. This is probably the hardest part of the game, so gotta be careful here. Don't waste ammo.
I don't like the look of this.
Me neither, love. Check the front. I'll pop around back and have a peek, yeah? Right. This is promise. Better give it a try, then.
So we'll just walk across this... Oh, God! Okay, that didn't go well. So there are certain sections of this glass ceiling that are cracked, and apparently they got this weird, crazy sci-fi spotlights that only show a certain amount of cracks, and then another searchlight comes in, and then it shows other cracks that you didn't see. Again, this pre-rendered background loops over and over and over again, so you kind of have to wait for 3 of the spotlights to pass through and do their cycle in order to know what is cracked and what isn't. You gotta make it to one end from the beginning to the other, and of course, one step on the cracked glass, you go back. And the last save point was in Glass's prison room, where he had to dump the cooking oil and stuff, so you actually have to go through all of that all over again if you screw up with Deke here. There is a save point coming up, but you always hate repeating segments just because you screwed up one of the puzzles. But it's always going to be the same every time you play the game, and as long as you just keep an eye out, pay attention to what all 3 of those searchlights are aiming at, you should be pretty fine. I made it! Someone's got to repair this building, Christ! Now, there's too many guards around, so Glass has to sneak around. Otherwise, he's just going to be in plain sight and, Yeah, this is a sneaking part right here. Glass has to sneak right through the kitchen area, and all of the chefs, as soon as they identify Glass, they alert the guards, and the guards just kill you immediately. So again, going with the pre-rendered backgrounds, you have to look for an opening. You have to wait until the cooks definitely aren't going to turn around. There are going to be infinite bugs coming across this area that guy's going to squish. These guys are going to spit on the ground all the time. Infinite looping going on here, but you got to find the right moments, know when to go, and hit the fire alarm, but get your guns ready. I say get your guns ready because the thing that makes it really annoying for Glass in Disc 3 is that so many times when you're transitioning to him, or so many times just being Glass, you are always put into a position where you're just facing a whole bunch of guards who know that you're there and you can't really sneak up on them. You know, I couldn't go past the kitchen. I was going to get shot to death. I had to hit the fire alarm. But as soon as you do, you got 3 guards aiming at you, and I just picked up guns because I got stripped of my guns. I was just, you know, held prisoner. And I can't believe I killed those guys with the smackjack. I was very, very surprised. I beat those guys down. Luckily, this guy has his own little cinematic if you shoot at him. So how about that? But ammo is very scarce. You gotta be careful. If you're gonna use that shotgun I'm picking up right now, you gotta make sure all of the bullets count. Disc 3 is by far the hardest part of the game. I think Disc 4, despite the fact it's a little bit more hellish than what we're in right now, I stand by my statement that the armed soldiers, the gunman type enemies, they're a lot more annoying to deal with than like the sickle monsters or the machete people from the fishing village, because it's much easier to dodge roll like swings and melee attacks than it is actual gunfire and stuff from like 5 different people. What's in here?
What do you want? Working girls only.
Okay then. I could sneak up on this guy, but he goes past the screen pretty fast, and if you go too forward, if you go to the next screen, there are other people who are going to immediately see you and start chasing after you. So this ain't much of a stealth kind of situation here. You're going to have to rely on that shotgun and those pistols and get ready for some firefights with Glass. Glass by far has the worst of it in Disc 3. So save often, because you never know when you're going to be put into a position that's a little bit tough for him to handle. But as always, if you have a chance to sneak up on guys, take advantage of it. Don't waste the bullets. We have to get to the front door and let Hana in.
Come on.
What the hell happened, Glass?
They've got her. Lamb and Madame Chen took Wee Ming and tried to put the hurt on me. I say it's time we exit.
What about Wee Ming? We can't leave her.
Lamb's not going to pony up any cash now. We've lost, Hana. Let's get Deke and go.
I'm not leaving without her, Glass. I know what happens to girls here.
All right. 10 minutes, then I'm a ghost. I'll check this way. See what's upstairs.
So now we transition to Hana, and she still has the pistols and the assault rifle from the fishing village segment, so we still got lots of weaponry with her, but you may notice when we were Glass, we tried talking to a guy, and he said, you know, only girls, you know, only, like, the work can come in through here. And so Hana, she has an opportunity to sneak in rather than blow her way through all the guards. And this door right here is a nice little shortcut to the prison room where Glass was and the back of the kitchen. Because if I don't have to fight those guys, if I can save my ammo and just take a detour, I'd rather do that, quite frankly. So now I'm back in the kitchen area, and there was a door just past the fridge that I went into with Glass. That's where I saved my game at first. He noticed there was like women's, you know, bra and clothing in there, so go in there with Hana and prepare to get dressed. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be sneaking into the hideout in part 6.